Hey there friends, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel, Golden State Educate. Happy Monday. I am starting a weekly vlog this week. So I am here early. I am starting my new morning routine and my new night routine. Last night I went to bed at 10 o'clock and I woke up at 6 o'clock. I did lay there until like 6:15, so I'm working on getting up at 6 o'clock so that way I can get here earlier and just feel more rested and prepared for the day ahead. So last Friday I printed out all of my master copies for today. I'm gonna go run over to the copy machine, get all of these going. I am going to make an anchor chart for our grammar today. We are learning about compound sentences, which is going to be really great. I'm excited about that because a lot of my students are still working on blending two ideas into one. So instead of just doing a bunch of simple sentences, we are going to be connecting our thinking with compound sentences. So I think it'll be a good day today. We have a assembly today, which is like super random, but it's just on Zoom. So that's happening instead of math today, which they are going to be very excited about that. And then I have an observation this week. So after school, I'll probably start planning for that. We are starting a new we're still doing opinion writing, but we're jumping into a new unit of writing today, so that will be great. And just a lot of updates coming for you guys. If you aren't already, please make sure to hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel. And if you aren't following me on Instagram, make sure to follow me there too. It's just Golden State Educate, and I am posting on there a lot more frequently. Good day. Our morning was a little funny. Like 5 minutes before they showed up, I remembered I was supposed to change their seats. I told them 2 weeks ago that we were going to change seats, and then I kept forgetting to make a seating chart. And it might seem like it's not that big of a deal, but because like they have to be 3 feet away from each other, some kids are facing forward and other kids are on like the short little end of the tables. So I wanted to make sure that everyone switched so they didn't have to be like stuck on the end every single time. So I put some thought into it in like the 10 minutes before they showed up today, but so far our seating chart has worked out pretty well. And we had a virtual assembly with, you know, those fun assemblies where like they come and they show the animals. Unfortunately, we still can't do in-person assemblies. So hopefully next year, by my 3rd year of teaching, we'll finally be able to have an in-person assembly or a field trip, but we'll see. That's just the era that we're living in, but that's fine. So we didn't have math. They got to change seats. They had an assembly, which was super fun. And then that kind of set off our day. Like I like to normally have our Mondays be smooth sailing, but that didn't happen today. So it took us a while to get everyone wrangled in, but overall we made it happen. Our read aloud for today was The Paper Bag Princess. I've talked about this before. At the beginning of the year, I bought this whole bundle of interactive read alouds on TPT. I don't love our reading curriculum. We have Benchmark and it's okay, but I don't love it. So I love having these supplemental activities for when our Benchmark unit is subpar. So we've been working on character traits, inner traits and outer traits, and then also how characters change, grow, and develop, and problem and solution as well. So this was all of our stopping points. We just went through, and every time I get to a sticky note, that's where I know to stop, and they do pair share activities and pair share conversations. So that went really well. This book is hilarious. In my defense, I actually didn't read it prior to teaching it today, which is definitely a teacher flaw, but that's okay. And this book was hilarious. I didn't realize like how much it was gonna speak to the feminist in me and hopefully the feminist in everyone, but my students loved it. The end was like so unexpected and it was hilarious. And then all of these interactive read alouds also come with activities. So our writing prompt was, do you think the princess should have married the prince in the end? Yes or no? And because we are opinion writing experts, after our last opinion writing unit, they were able to write 3 to 5 sentences of supporting details as to why she should or shouldn't marry him. And they loved this. This is like their new favorite read aloud. So this went really well. And then our writing for today, like I said, we're still doing our opinion writing unit. Last week we did skunks. And then this week we are doing your favorite season. So we just made this little anchor chart of the seasons and then activities that you can do in those seasons or like during that time of the year. And then this was really good. They had so many ideas, and then we used these ideas to make our brainstorm. Our printer has like these giant sheets of paper. They are like 2 8x5 or 8.5 by 11s put together. They're quite long. And my coworker and I realized that this would be awesome for graphic organizers just because they have such large handwriting. Sometimes the small graphic organizers that are on like this size can just get kind of messy. So I showed them how we are choosing our topic, which is fall. They are choosing their 3 reasons why they love, you know, their own season, and then are supporting details to beef it up and tell us a little bit more. So my favorite season is fall. My first reason was Thanksgiving because it's my favorite holiday. I also love pumpkins. I love going to the patch and carving them. I also love the cold weather because I like the clothes and I love wearing sweaters and boots. So this worked out really well. And then tomorrow we are going to do, they didn't write in marker, but I did. And then tomorrow I will show you guys what is happening on the back. So overall, really good day for us. Hey there friends, happy Tuesday. So it's Tuesday at lunch right now, just eating my lunch. We've had a pretty good day so far. I have 3 students absent today, so we only have like 14 kids in my class right now, which is, it always is like nice, but it also just feels weird. Like there's just so many kids out, but I think that's just because we have such like strict rules about if you're sick at all or feeling sick that you can't come pretty much, which is great. But I also feel like some kids milk it a little bit and then they can't come to school. So that's kind of been happening a lot. And we're just kind of encouraging them to stay home if they're actually sick, but if it seems like they're not, they should still come. But it's such like a gray area this year. Anyways, I normally eat lunch with my coworkers because I have an awesome staff at my school, but sometimes I just like to kind of get stuff done on Tuesdays. I actually have a 2-hour meeting after school for a training for a phonics program that we're piloting this year, so I am very excited about that. But because of that, I'm going to be at school in a meeting from like 3 to 5, so I won't have time to really work on other stuff. For lunch, I'm having a harvest apple salad from Trader Joe's. It's literally the best salad. If you haven't tried it, definitely check it out. Last year, my friends were talking about it and my Trader Joe's like just never had it in stock. But this year I found 3 bags of it the other day, so I bought all of them. And the one downside is I forgot to put the chicken in it. So it's just kind of lettuce and like some fun toppings, but I'm definitely missing some protein in this. So would highly recommend some grilled chicken, but the dressing is honestly what makes it. And the little candied pecans or candied walnuts are bomb. So our day is going pretty well today. Got here early. I'm loving my morning routine, waking up early, getting here, having plenty of time. I can't believe I haven't been doing that for the last several weeks, but I was talking to some of my friends and I feel like the veil has been lifted. I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you know what I mean. Like I start the year strong and then after like 3 or 4 weeks, once September hits, I get in kind of like a slump and I feel like I've just been in like this tired slump for the last month. Like mid-September to mid-October, I was just really done and tired. And now I'm kind of like getting my groove back. So happy to be here. Happy to be teaching 2nd grade. Happy to have a rocking class. And I hope this year is going well for you too. So I'm gonna eat my lunch, watch some YouTube, finish prepping our stuff for the end of the day and finish prepping some stuff for tomorrow. And then I will catch up with you guys at the end of the day. Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. So I really dropped the ball on vlogging the last 2 days. I really don't always have time to vlog in the mornings, so I've been trying to do it like for sure after school, but the last 2 days I had meetings after school, and then yesterday my coworkers and I also play tennis together, so we decided to play tennis after our meeting, which I had forgotten about, so I really didn't have any time. And then yesterday I also had a meeting before school, at lunch, at my prep, and then after school. So for some reason, the last few days have just been very meeting heavy. But I'm here extra early today. It is 7:35, and I have an observation today. So today is my first formal observation of the year. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm a little bit nervous just because it's a math lesson. Math is definitely my weaker point, and I'm still working on being a better math teacher. So I'm a little bit nervous just because our math lesson yesterday didn't go very well. So I'm sitting here with our math book, just figuring it out and reviewing, looking at my lesson plan that I had to write before my principal comes because he is observing this morning. I'm also a little bit nervous just because we have a new principal this year. I have a great relationship with him, and I think it'll be fine, but it's just interesting being observed officially by someone that's not observed you before, so that's okay. And then I also got here and I checked my email and I'm getting a new student today, so I'm super excited about that. I just got all of their stuff ready. I gave him a cute little color by addition and color by subtraction morning work because he doesn't know our morning work, and I think that'll just be something for him to work on throughout the day. So I got all of his stuff ready to go, and I'm excited to meet our new friend. My class is so sweet and so cute. I know they're gonna be really excited because we haven't gotten a new kid in a while. And because I have such a sweet class, I'm just hoping that he gels well with them. Sometimes getting a new student is sometimes hit and sometimes miss, but you get them anyways. So fingers crossed, I hope he is sweet. And then after school, I'm gonna do a big update because we've done a lot this week. And we're doing a lot tomorrow too, so I want you guys to be all caught up. And then I'm trying this new thing where I just plan my videos out in advance. I don't film them in advance, but I'm trying to plan what I'm gonna film next week and what I'm gonna film the week after that, just so I don't get behind. So if you have a video idea in mind or a video that you'd like me to film, please leave a comment down below. I would love to add those to my list of possible videos to film in the near future. Hi friends, so it is the end of the day. And boy, do I have some updates for you. I wanted to update you on our day today and then show you the highlights of our last couple of days, what we did yesterday, and then also what we did a little bit on Tuesday because I didn't do the greatest job of updating you guys. So still getting back into the habit of vlogging as much as I can. We had a great day. I am obsessed with our new student. They are so kind. They were a little bit shy, as you would be when you come to school on the 49th day of school. And my class is pretty quirky. We have some big personalities in here, but I think this new student really meshed with all of us, and I think they're going to be a really nice addition to our class. I just started doing a couple of assessments with him this morning, and I'm really pleased with where he's at. So overall, if we're gonna get a new student, he is every expectation and every hope that I could have had. So really excited for him. I also had my observation, and then we also had a rainy day recess, and we also had a fire drill. So all within an hour and 10 minutes, all of those things happened. So we had a wild start to the day. Overall, the observation went well. I was definitely a little bit nervous, like I was telling you guys. I haven't really been formally observed by this principal, and math is not my favorite, so it was okay. I had some really good feedback from my principal, so I'm feeling confident in terms of the structure of what we're doing in here. We have really good transitions, 2-minute tight transitions. They're really good. Everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing during our math block, so there's no confusion or craziness or talking. Everyone is very much so on task. But I just need to work on differentiating more. I really just need to see a very small group of students for intensive practice when it comes to math. So I want to get better at that. And I also want to get better at teaching my higher group for less amount of time, just because they've got it. So if I even see them at all, I want it to be worth their while. So I'm gonna have to figure out what that looks like, but he gave me some great tips. So yeah, overall, a really good day today. I'm excited about tomorrow. We're doing some fun things tomorrow. And then now that school is done, I'm just taking some time to plan for next week. Next week is Halloween, so I'm really looking forward to next week's weekly vlog. So I've talked about this earlier in the video, but our focus in grammar for this week is compound sentences. We do grammar on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I've talked about my toothy task cards before in another video, and I'll have that linked above, but a quick crash course on these. So normally toothy task cards come with the task card, and then on the back is the correct answer, so it's self-correcting for the kids. Because these are not actual toothy cards, I just kind of made them myself. So I got the cards on TPT. It's awesome because they're differentiated. So my three of my groups that are on grade level and higher completed these ones where they were supposed to read both of the simple sentences and then combine them together using the appropriate conjunction. And then the group that I meet with, who are still working on reading, had the option to just choose A, B, C, or D. So it had the combined compound sentences all together, and then they were just choosing what the conjunction was. So either and, or, so, or but. So that worked out really well. I do it with that group, and then the other groups do it independently. Then I guess I'll just stay here because I'm in my little small group area, teaching area. Another highlight of our week was we finally got to use our place value discs. One of my goals this weekend is to actually label all of these, but I got a bunch of these little, I think they're like 4x5 or 4x6 little containers. I got them from Target in the dollar section during back to school time. So I literally just got like 20 of them because I wasn't sure how many I wanted or how many I would need, and the deal was great because I knew that in second grade in Eureka Math, which is the math curriculum that we use, we have these amazing little manipulatives. Place value discs is what we refer to them as. We have ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. So we have all of our little place value discs, and I knew that they needed a home. So they all stay in here, and every student has their own set. We also have all of these place value mats. At the beginning of the year, we're just doing review of place value. And then now, kind of towards the end of the first trimester, we are doing hundreds, tens, and ones. And we're actually starting into thousands. So I'm gonna need to print out some more of these, and then I'll just reuse these ones for next year. And it's been great because students are able to easily compose and decompose numbers showing the place value with these discs. So I know it's just for Eureka Math, we get these with our curriculum, but you can actually purchase these separately. So I will have a link to these if you're interested in finding something similar. I found that the visual and the manipulative, so the visual and the kinesthetic really helps my students. And it's a lot easier for them to conceptualize that, like, you know, 10 ones, you can bundle them and exchange them for 100. So we've been doing a lot of building and exchanging this week, and I think that's going really well. And then the last thing that we did for this week so far, or my favorite thing really that we've done, is our directed drawing and our writing. And the one that I chose for this month was super fun. So we designed our own monster. I had a directed drawing with a couple kids that wanted me to do it with them, and we all have the same monster, but most of the class wanted to create their own. And then we actually did a little kind of semi-creative writing piece that went with it, and I am so excited with how these turned out. I can't wait to get some string and hang them up because I just don't have enough space to display student work. So I'm going to start using my windows. So this is what I'm referring to. Pretty much the only place that I display student work is our Wow Work wall, and that's just not enough. So I'm gonna start hanging some string along these windows so that way we can hang some work on there, and that'll be super nice. We're doing several projects for Halloween next week, and I think that will be super fun. So here are some of their monsters. They all made different ones. They're super cute. I love them. And then we did a little writing that goes along with it. So I tried to leave our creativity time, our directed drawing, and also our monster writing to kind of be as open as they wanted it to be. So they got the template that was Monster Madness, and then for my students who are still working on reading and writing, who aren't quite there yet, I gave them a little template, and then the other students, I just kind of gave them like a rough idea, but they could go any way they wanted with it. So the only goals that I told them were to tell me what your monster's name is. You have to decide if they are a silly, scary, or sweet monster, and then give me 3 facts about your monster. So some kids went really off on it, and it was so fun. Hi, my monster's name is Polly. She is cute, sweet, chubby, short, and green. She likes to eat Taiwanese food. Polly also helps me with a lot of things. She also likes to give hugs. That was one of them. Another one, a little bit more simple one, was my monster's name is Cider. He is a scary monster. He can fly. He likes to eat people, and he is a boy monster. So we have so many different ones. One of my favorites was my monster's name is Wing. It is a sweet monster. She loves to chat. She also loves flying. Finally, she is quite large. Did you notice that she's also a 3-headed monster, and she is from Australia? She is almost never hungry, and a fun fact is that she can breathe fire. Wing is the best. So they all went, so many kids got super into it, and I thought this was really fun for them to kind of express themselves and write as much as they wanted or as little as they wanted, and getting to design their own monster was really fun for them. So please excuse my appearance. It is the end of the day on Friday, and it rained literally all day today. Actually, I had to get here extra early today because on days when it rains, the kids need to come into our classrooms in the morning so they're not standing out on the blacktop. So everything that I was hoping to get done today in the morning and all of the updates I was planning to give you guys literally didn't happen because normally the kids come inside at 8:15, and today I got here at 7:35 and the kids were in here at 7:40. So, and it's not like it was like a chill morning, but this is California. So when it rains in California, kids literally have no idea what to do. I have a really chill, sweet class, and today was like our craziest day yet, and like we didn't even really do anything. But the energy was a lot, and I clearly got rained on because I'm not looking very cute. But shout out to my favorite teacher sweatshirt. It's from Teach Create Motivate. She doesn't have this exact one anymore, but she does have others that I'm pretty sure she's launching again very soon. She only launches a couple times a year, and I always get so many questions when I wear her merch. So if you aren't following her on Instagram, Teach Create Motivate, she has the best stuff. So the highlight of our day was we finally finished our seasons writing. So I wanted to give you an update on our opinion writing for this week. If you watched my video last week, I showed a different graphic organizer that we did for skunks, and I did enjoy that, but I felt that this one, going from a very detailed graphic organizer and into this was awesome, especially because each of the sections I included some transition words, so they weren't constantly having to look up at my anchor chart and remember all of them. They were there for them already. So that went really well. Today we completed it and we did our art project. So they completed their sloppy copies. I edited them with them yesterday, and I had my little mini conferences with each of my students. We edited it, and then they made their final copy. And then to introduce our craft, I read this book. It is called A Tree for All Seasons. I love this. Any of these Nat Geo Kids books are honestly just so good. They love them. The pictures are so detailed and beautiful. So I really want to get some more informational books, or just nonfiction books in general. I have some in my library, but I definitely want to start bulking up different topics other than just animals. I have a ton of animal books, but different books like this are awesome. So that segued us into our craft. So we did this super cute craft. I gave them the template of the tree. They were easily able to cut it out. And then we just used a Q-tip and paint and just painted it on. I next year learned a lot. I will explicitly teach this because so many of them had no idea what to do with the Q-tip and it was a hot mess and we had to try it again. So teaching, you know, try again, and you learn every time. So all in all, it came out just like this. Their little book of their seasonal opinion writing. So they had their final draft on one side, their neat sheet in beautiful writing, and then also their little craft to go with it. The craft wasn't as beautiful as the writing, but that's okay. It turned out really nice, and I'm really looking forward to having all of these things next year. Last year, I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't be teaching kindergarten again, so my organization system was non-existent, especially with kindergarten distance learning. And this year, I'm trying to keep everything organized so that way when I get back to this point next year, I will have everything that I want. So overall, really good week for us. Kind of a crazy day with the rain and everything, but it's also so cozy. And then I had a parent come and drop off 20 pumpkins so we can start pumpkins next week, decorating them and have all of our Halloween fun. So that's going to be it for this vlog. Stay tuned for my next weekly vlog, which is going to be all things Halloween, our whole week of Halloween. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's going to be it for this week. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you liked it, and leave a comment down below how your week was, or if there's any fun Halloween activities that you have planned. I still have some room in our schedule for a couple different things, so I am open to all suggestions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.